Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi friends, I will introduce myself. My name is Khaira Putri Salwa. I go by Zizi and I am from 9A. So today I'm gonna present to you guys about the influence of online games on teenagers' academic achievement. So the list of contents for today is in chapter 1, background problem statement, objective research method. So in chapter 2, there is result and data analysis that I have got from the students in Global Islamic School and some students from the outside of the school. And last but not least, in chapter 3, there is conclusion and suggestion for this topic. So the Islamic value for today is in Al-Mu'minun, which is in verse 3, that means, and those who turn away from ill speech and evil action or speech deeds. So we're gonna go ahead and click chapter 1. So the background for this is where modern teenagers are very close to technology, especially online games. Online games are popular because they are fun and allow players to communicate and interact with others through the internet. So the brief history of online games, like how did online games even exist? Online games started around 1969 for two-players education in the 1970s. The Plato system allowed many players at once. Online gaming grew fast after the internet became easier to access in 1995. So in Indonesia, online games became popular in 2001 with Nixia Online, and in 2003 with the Ragnarok Online, and in 2004 the Gunbound. Next, so the positive effects of online games is critical thinking and problem solving, teamwork communication, English skills through in-game language, and they also help students relax after studying, maybe like after exam, after tests, and others. But there's the negative side, which is addiction and bad time management, lower academic performance, sleep problems aka insomnia, health problems like tired eyes, headaches, or bad posture, and some violent games may also make players more aggressive. So we're gonna go with the characters, and then we have the problem statement. First, what is the impact of online games on teenagers' academic performance? What are the positive and negative effects of online games on teenagers? How can students overcome the negative effects of online games to maintain their academic performance? The objective for this is first to identify the impact of online games on teenagers' academic performance. Second, to investigate the advantages and disadvantages of playing video games online. Third, to find ways for teenagers to overcome the negative effects of online games so their academic performance remains good. And my research method is that I uses a non-experimental survey method. So I conduct a survey of grades 7 to 9 students in Global Islamic School and some students from the outside, from other schools. So the research instruments are Google Form for students surveys and Google as a source for articles related to the influence of online games on teenagers' learning achievement. And now we're gonna jump and go to the next slide, and we're gonna go ahead and click chapter 2, which is that I'm gonna explain to you the result and analysis that I have got from students in Global Islamic School and other schools. So first question is, how many hours do you usually spend playing online games each day on average? So here we know that 35.9% most of the students answers 1 to 2 hours a day, which is better than playing games more than 4 hours a day. Second question is, how does playing online games affect your study time? So there is 72.5% of students that says that it's only affect little in their study time. And the third question is, how is your academic performance after frequently playing online games? So there is 65%, most of the students says that it's still the same. Even though they play online games, it's still their academic performance are still the same. And fourth question is, how do online games affect your concentration while studying? So there is 50% of the students that And third, it only affects a little on their concentration while studying. And last but not least, how do you manage your time between playing online games and studying? So there is 42.5% of the student that says they limit game time so it doesn't disturb studying. But there is also 3 different answers from students that says that they only play games on holidays, and then that it's not about the game but because of the learning is now in Indonesian language. And last but not least, it depends on the situation. The most important thing is balancing studying and playing online games, and now that is the answer that I like. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead and click chapter 3. So for the conclusion is, the survey results shows that the negative effects of controlled online games are stronger than its benefits as entertainment. Many teenagers spend too much time gaming and lack self-discipline, causing reduced study time, poor concentration, and lower academic performance. Although gaming can improve mood, it must not interfere with main responsibilities. Therefore, strong discipline, self-control, and guidance from parents and school are needed so that students can use online games frequently. And last but not least is suggestion. So based on the research result, I suggested that teenagers should have a strong self-control and discipline in managing their gaming time wisely, making studying their main priority to achieve better academic performance. This is because learning discipline supports the overall development of teenagers and must be maintained in a balanced way. That's it for today. Thank you for listening my presentation. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.